Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. Time for one of the classic enemies of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's Bebop. Bebop, along with his best friend Rocksteady, serve as the right-hand men and enforcers of the Shredder. They are both incredibly violent and aggressive, and are completely stupid. Unlike normal TMNT characters, Bebop's backstory remains pretty much the same in every timeline, with small variations, and I think the latest one is actually completely different. Starting life as a criminal, Bebop was eventually mutated by the Shredder into a humanoid warthog, increasing his strength and durability and giving him razor-sharp tusks. Eventually, him and Rocksteady leave the Foot and become Mutant Town's biggest rock band, because they're the only rock band. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are not multi-classing, so we'll keep things simple. Make strength 15, con 14, dex 13, wisdom 12, charisma 10, and we're going to be dumping intelligence with an 8. We know the average intelligence of the turtles' enemies, and you aren't one of the smart ones. Bebop is a mutant warthog, which we don't have, so let's go with a creature that has the ability to take damage and keep moving. Orc will work pretty well. Adrenaline Rush lets you dash with a bonus action, and when you do, you gain temporary HP equal to your proficiency bonus. Dark Vision lets you see in darkness out to 120 feet. Relentless Endurance keeps you up when you should go down. Now when you drop to 0 HP but are not killed outright, you drop to 1 HP instead. You can only use this once per long rest. To finish out your lineage, you know the language Common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into con and +1 into strength. For your origin feat, Musician gives you proficiency in 3 musical instruments of your choice, and now when you finish a short or long rest, you can play one of your instruments, giving a number of allies equal to your proficiency bonus inspiration dice. For your skills, grab Survival and Sleight of Hand. To finish out your background, grab proficiency in Thieves' Tools. Level 1 Barbarians start things off with 2 skills. Take Athletics and Intimidation. You are proficient in all weapons, light and medium armor, shields, and the saving throw Strength and Con. Unarmored Defense gives you an AC when not wearing armor. Now your AC is 10 plus your Dex modifier plus your Con modifier. Rage unleashes your true strength. Now when not wearing heavy armor, you can use your bonus action to become enraged. When enraged, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You deal more damage with strength-based attacks, which will be +2, and you have resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage. You can't cast spells or maintain them when you are enraged. Your rage lasts until the end of your next turn, and you can maintain it for up to 10 minutes, but it will end early if you don't maintain it, are incapacitated, or don heavy armor. You can maintain this by using your bonus action again, making an attack roll, or forcing an enemy to make a saving throw. You have 2 rages per long rest, but regain 1 use after a short rest. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon skills. At the end of a long rest, you choose 2 weapons you are proficient with, and now when you use them, you have access to their weapon mastery properties. For some weapons you'll use, Club gives you Slow, which slows the total speed of a creature you've hit with this weapon by 10 feet until the start of your next turn, but this can never be lower than 10 feet. Short Sword and Pistol give you Vex, which gives you advantage on your next attack against a creature you've hit with this weapon before the end of your next turn. Mace gives you Sap, which gives a creature hit by this weapon disadvantage on their next attack before the start of your next turn. Level 2 Barbarians unlock Danger Sense. You now have advantage on dex saves when you aren't incapacitated. Reckless Attack lets you throw caution to the wind. Now when you make your first attack, you can choose to attack recklessly. When you do so, you have advantage on attack rolls when using strength for the attack modifier until the start of your next turn, but all attacks against you are also at advantage until the start of your next turn. Level 3 Barbarians now have access to their subclass. Beast from Tasha's is going to help out with the last thing we need for you. Form of Beast is going to give you your tusks. Now when you rage, you gain a natural weapon in the form of claws, tails, or for you, tusks. Your tusks deal 1d6 plus your strength modifier in piercing damage, and once per turn, if you are below half your max HP, when you hit with your tusks, you regain HP equal to your proficiency bonus. Primal Knowledge improves your skills by making them strength-based even though they aren't. First, you gain a new skill from your barbarian skills, grab Perception, and then when you rage, several of your skills now use strength for their modifier. These skills are Acrobatics, Intimidation, Perception, Stealth, and Survival. You now have 3 rages per long rest. Level 4 Barbarians earn our first ability score improvement, Raise Your Strength. You now have up to 3 weapon masteries. Level 5 Barbarians gain extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Fast movement increases your speed when not wearing heavy armor, bringing your total speed to 40 feet. Your character level 5 bring your proficiency bonus to +3. Level 6 Beast Barbarians receive Bestial Soul. When you finish a short or long rest, you can give yourself a new feature and retain this feature until you finish your next short or long rest. For these features, you can give yourself a swimming speed and breathe underwater, give yourself a climbing speed, and can climb upside down on surfaces. Or, once per turn, you can extend your jump distance with an athletics check equal to the check. The first 2 don't make sense for you, but the last one works. You now have 4 rages per long rest. Level 7 Barbarians gain Feral Instinct, which gives you advantage on initiative checks. Instinctive Pounce lets you move half your total speed when entering a rage. Level 8 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Strength. Level 9 Barbarians unlock Brutal Strike. Now when you use Reckless Attack, you can forgo having advantage on one of your strength attacks instead add an effect. If you do this, you add another d10 of damage and then choose one effect. You can push the target back by 15 feet and then move half your speed to move towards them without provoking attack of opportunity, or you can reduce the target speed by 15 feet until the start of your next turn. Your rage damage is increased to +3. You've hit character level 9, raise your proficiency bonus to +4. Level 10 Beast Barbarians now have Infectious Fury. Now when you hit with your tusk, you force a wisdom save with the DC that is based on your con modifier. If they fail, they take 2d12 psychic damage or must use their reaction to attack a creature of your choice that you can see. You decide which effect. You can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. You now have up to 4 weapon masteries. Level 11 Barbarians learn Relentless Rage. Now while you are using Rage and you drop to 0 HP, you can make a con save with a DC of 10. If you pass, you instead drop to a total HP equal to your Barbarian level times 2. Each time you make this save, the DC is increased by 5 and will not reset until you finish a short or long rest. Level 12 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement, Start Raising Con for more health and AC. You now have 5 rages per long rest. Level 13 Barbarians receive Improved Brutal Strikes. You get more effects you can use with Brutal Strike. For these effects, the target has disadvantage on saving throws and can't make attacks of opportunity till the start of your next turn, or before the start of your next turn, the next attack against the target gains +5 to the attack. You're now character level 13, your proficiency bonus has moved up to +5. Level 14 Beast Barbarians can now call the hunt. Now when you enter a rage, you choose a number of willing allies equal to your con modifier within 30 feet that you can see. You gain 5 temp HP for each ally, and until the rage ends, each ally can now add 1d6 to an attack's damage once per turn. You can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Level 15 Barbarians gain Persistent Rage. When you roll initiative, you can regain all used rages back. You can do this once per long rest. Also, your rage now lasts for 10 minutes without needing to be maintained, and will now end early if you don heavy armor or are just unconscious. Level 16 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Con. Your rage damage is increased to +4. Level 17 Barbarians unlocked Improved Brutal Strike. You can now use 2 Brutal Strikes at once, and now your Brutal Strike causes 2d10 extra damage. You now have 6 rages per long rest. You've reached the final milestone, character level 17, max out your proficiency bonus at +6. Level 18 Barbarians have an Indomitable Might. Now when you take a strength check or strength saving throw, and the result is lower than your strength score, the roll becomes your strength score instead. Level 19 Barbarians earn an Epic Boon. For your boon, Boon of Combat Prowess adds +1 to your strength, and then lets you turn a miss into a hit once per turn. Our final level is level 20 Barbarian, and you are a Primal Champion. Your strength and con scores receive a +4 increase, and this can bring your scores to a maximum of 25. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 25, Dex 13, Con 24, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 12, Charisma 10. Let's dive in. You are a Brutal Bastard. Using your Tusk, you're dealing 1d6 plus 11 piercing damage. You can also add 2d10 to the damage, and then add effects like push them back, reduce their speed, or stagger them. You can also add 2d12 psychic damage or cause them to attack someone. You're also a Strong Bastard. Several of your skills use your strength modifier, meaning they are at advantage when you are enraged. You can increase your jump distance with an athletics check. Your movement is 40 feet. You can move 20 feet when you rage, and all your strength checks and strength saves can never be lower than your actual strength stat of 25. Finally, not sure how you're going to be taken down. When you drop to 0 HP, you don't drop to 0. You either drop to 40 HP or 1 HP. All that being said, your AC is 24 and your total health, taking the average, is over 280. Downside. You are a big dummy. A really big dummy. You're mostly melee since rage doesn't work with range, but it's fine to me. Just have to mention something here. Finally, it's all resource management for you. You have 6 rages, and you need all that to get your benefits. Time to rock and roll and smash some turtle skulls. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Daniel Saftler, and Adam. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.